A successful music career is extremely hard to obtain yet very easy to destroy. One mistake, one wrong move, a toxic behavior can start a ripple effect that leads an artist into irrelevance. This has happened over and over in the music industry, yet musicians still fall for these mistakes. Today, we are going to take a look at the stories of artists whose careers dwindled for reasons they likely could have prevented. The first artist we are going to take a look at is Shane Eagle. Eagle rose into fame in 2015 after finishing 4th place in the first season of the Vuzu Hustle rapping reality competition. The following year, he linked up with Von Thiel via his association with JR's Feel Good Music. Shane and Von founded Eagle Entertainment, then worked on Shane's debut album, Yellow. Von acted as the label's manager and handled all the business side of things, while Shane was the main artist of the label. In 2017, Shane's debut album, Yellow, was released and it received positive reviews from critics. The album managed to sell gold without any cosign from a major label. Shane also went on a tour with American rapper Bass and released another gold-selling project, Never Grow Up EP. At this point, Shane was on top of his game. He even released a diss track called Gustavo, aimed at the late rapper aka, and that was the beginning of his demise. Fame clearly got into Shane's head as he was constantly involved in a lot of Twitter beefs at that point. In 2019, Shane's behavior was too much to handle. He constantly criticized Von and asked him what he was bringing to the table in terms of Eagle Entertainment, even arguing over money from brand deals. Von eventually left Eagle Entertainment in early 2020 and started a new record label, Stay Low.
Well, in terms of Eagle Entertainment, it had your departure from it. How does that come about?
The reality is, like, on a basic principle level, both personally and professional, I wasn't seeing eye to eye, you know? I wasn't seeing eye to eye with them anymore. And I think, like, once a couple of situations occurred and I realized that, oh, wow, like, we're not on the same time, both professionally and personally.
Ever since Von left Eagle Entertainment, Shane has never been able to achieve the same success he once enjoyed. All his projects since then have been flopping. He hasn't got any major brand deals except of being part of MTV's reality show. You know the saying, you never know what you have until it's gone. Well, in this case, it couldn't be truer. But artists like Shane Eagle don't only fall because of their lack of discipline, some fall because they cannot adapt. MFR Souls are a good example of this. These two gents met in 2009 at an event in Thokoza and eventually formed their duo in 2013. They are regarded as pioneers of Amapiano as they started producing and playing the pianos as early as 2012. Their single, Love You Tonight, featuring Shasha, Kabza the Small, and DJ Maporisa, became a smash hit in 2019 and took over dance floors across the country. That song also led to a collaborative album with the Scorpion Kings and Vigro Deep, which later won an award for Best Produced Album at the Summer Awards. In early 2020, their single Amanikiniki featuring Kamompela and Buntle Smith was released. The song became an instant hit. It was certified platinum by RISA after selling over 50,000 copies. Over the years, the duo kept on adapting and finding success with their music, but at some point, their music just fell on deaf ears. The reason behind this is that they stopped making catchy TikTok music. Love You Tonight and Amanikiniki were both successful because they were catchy enough to be used in TikTok videos and social media challenges. Their new music just became too melodic and serious, which is a bad thing because their audience was built on hype, and when that hype died, they couldn't survive, which is very similar on how DJ Speedster fell off. DJ Speedster is one of the first DJs to find success as a hip-hop DJ in South Africa. He is also a radio DJ that has an insane come-up story. Speedster joined YFM to host 2 shows, the Hip Hop Floor and the Hot 99. His 2 shows on YFM introduced him to a lot of new artists that were bubbling and buzzing on the underground scene, including the likes of J Molly, Zuchi Coke Dope, Young Swiss, J Claude, amongst other artists. Instead of collaborating with well-known artists, Speedster collaborated with unknown rappers, then promoted his music via his radio shows. This strategy was good, plus he was getting booked every weekend for his popularity on radio anyway, so he performed his music on his gigs. In 2017, he joined Metro FM to host Absolute Hip Hop alongside Lut Love. Around the same time, he got another gig as a co-host of Live Amp alongside DJ Lamiz. But in 2021, SABC 1 suddenly cancelled Live Amp after airing for 25 seasons. The following year, Speedster left Metro FM and went on a break, which he later described as him falling off.
Yeah, so I got to a point where I was like, you know what, I also don't want to get complacent in the space, and I need to challenge myself. And by me leaving was one of the things where was the first step of me like being like, okay, let's say, oh, this is, you're unemployed now, you know. And I'll never forget, Keenan used to say to me, and he said this to me even when I just before he left us, I'd seen him a week before in Cape Town. He said, I don't know why you're moving to Cape Town or whatever, but one thing I can tell you is that I told you this 2-3 years ago, that if you lose Live Amp and you lose Metro FM, it's almost like you're going to lose yourself, like you're going to be a nobody. Right? And ever since he said that to me, it stuck with me, and I wanted to find out for myself. Yeah. You know, and yeah, so that's basically where I'm at in my life. I'm unemployed and trying to figure it out.
Are you a nobody?
I'm a nobody. I'm a nobody.
Do you feel that way?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
The number one mistake DJ Speedster did was thinking that his radio and TV audience were his fans. Yeah, they were streaming his music, booking him for gigs, but the real reason for that was because of his presenting skills, not necessarily his music. After all his radio and TV gigs were gone, Speedster has struggled to maintain the same level of success he once enjoyed while he was still working at SABC. He relied too much on his job and did not build a core fan base, and that was his biggest mistake. But if you thought DJ Speedster's story was a complete self-sabotage, then meet Kid Tini, who once said he is the new school bully only to get bullied by his label. This Eastern Cape youngster came in the game in 2016 after his mixtape Coming of Age blew up on the internet. Ambitious Entertainment quickly signed him in 2017 and they started releasing and marketing his music. After Aries and Benchmark left Ambitious Entertainment in 2017, Kid Tini released a diss track called Movie aimed at Aries. Many people speculated that the diss may have been influenced by the label CEO, who was not happy with Aries and Benchmark leaving his label. Either way, the diss track sparked controversy and went viral on the internet, with many people taking Aries' side. Fast forward years later, Kid Tini released some solid joints under the label, including Tsinga, Get Money, and Amen. His album, The Second Coming, was a complete disaster though. You see, ever since Kid Tini dissed Aries, he has never really earned the respect of many hip-hop fans across the internet. Even with his label backing, features from big artists like Questa, Black Diamond, and Malume Vector, his album, The Second Coming, still did not land. In fact, Ambitious Entertainment revealed that Kid Tini did not make any money from his album because the sales were too bad to recoup. Kid Tini has not dropped any new music since 2020. Signing to Ambitious Entertainment was Kid Tini's biggest mistake. The combination of the label's crazy marketing tactics and the slimes always attacking Tini online made him fall off. Maybe if he stayed independent, he could have been in a better position. Speaking about better positions, someone who should really position themselves well in this new musical landscape is Prince KB. Just before COVID, this guy was running the house music scene. Prince KB won SABC1's Ones and Two DJing competition in 2015, which introduced him to South Africans. Shortly after, he signed a deal with Universal Music and dropped his debut single, Charlotte, featuring Lady Zama in 2016. His sleek dance tracks continued to find an audience with subsequent hits like Club Controller and Banomoya from his 2019 album Remino. Okay, I think we all know that this guy has timeless hits. I don't even need to mention them. His biggest mistake though was refusing to hop on the Yano wave. You see, Amapiano has been dominating music charts globally since 2018. Other house music artists such as DJ Maphorisa and Heavy K hopped on the Amapiano wave and they are doing well. Of course, not every house DJ should do Amapiano, but Prince KB was already producing commercial Afro house music, so it was kinda expected that he will hop on the wave of the Yanos. His label at the time, Universal Music, even tried to convince Prince KB to jump on the Yano, but he refused. Till this day, Prince KB has not dropped any Yano record. His views and streams online have dropped as more people are switching to Amapiano. Between 2022 and 2023, he dropped 2 albums which both fell on deaf ears. Prince KB is still known for his old music. His story is very similar to his frequent collaborator, Lady Zama. Lady Zama blew up around the same time as Prince KB with his single My Melody, which was produced by Junior Torres. In 2017, she released her first studio album, King Zama, which became a multi-platinum hit. From 2017 to 2019, her career was doing well. She was basically dropping hit after hit. In late 2019, Lady Zama opened a case of rape that allegedly happened at the hotel in Thohoyandou, Limpopo in 2017 after a concert. Lady Zama accused Java of raping her. The case was passed to the National Prosecuting Authority (NPA) for a decision on whether to prosecute. According to Limpopo police, the case docket was handed over to the senior public prosecutor for a decision. After the allegations were leveled against Java, Java maintained his innocence. At first, social media supported Lady Zama and demonized Java without even hearing his side of the story. He lost gigs, brand deals, and award nominations within a week. But during the trial, Lady Zama had some questionable behavior, like the phone call conversation that was leaked where she admitted that she did everything because she was angry at Java. Lady Zama also went on a social media run telling her story on various media platforms. In a response, Java said, "I am not a rapist. I have for years been advocating for against abuse of any kind, any shape or form, be it with women or children abuse, even alcohol abuse." Java believes what really led to the situation between him and Lady Zama incident was the fact that he introduced his wife to the audience at his One Night with Java concert. He stated that he understands Lady Zama felt disrespected and embarrassed by the incident. Charges against Java were dropped because of lack of evidence. The NPA spokesperson said the state declined to prosecute the case because it believed the facts or evidence do not support a successful prosecution. On this channel, we do not take sides. You'll decide on your own who is right or wrong, lying or telling the truth. Either way, this case destroyed Lady Zama's career. She can't even post a selfie without people commenting that she falsely accused Java of rape. Her music career has never recovered ever since. Although it's not a bad thing to report a rape case, Lady Zama's whole thing just backfired to destroy her career. Similar to Lady Zama, Elaine is another artist whose plan backfired. Elaine signed a licensing deal with Columbia Records in 2020. The deal was meant to propel her music career, but instead, it looks like it's holding her back. Elaine broke the internet in 2020 with the EP Elements. The EP was successful on streaming charts, helping Elaine clock over 1 million streams within 2 weeks of its initial release. When describing the EP, OK Africa said Elements is a mellow blend of trap soul and R&B with incisive exploration of adolescent love. Later in 2020, Elaine signed a deal with Columbia Records that was meant to help market her globally, but the opposite happened. You see, the problem with Columbia Records is that they signed Elaine to make her a global star without even establishing her core fan base in South Africa. Their label is extremely huge. They deal with so many artists, and Elaine is not their top priority, which is why they shelved her. Shelving simply means that a label is not promoting their artist, or she is not their top priority. Since her deal with Columbia Records, she has released one single each year ever since. In 2021, she dropped Right Now. In 2022, she dropped Shine. In 2023, she dropped Loving You. Her sound is also changing gradually. If you listen to her music pre-Columbia deal and after, you will realize a big difference. Her latest song, Loving You, has amapiano elements accompanied with Zulu lyrics. Maybe the label is influencing her to make music that will appeal to mass markets, or she is experimenting with different sounds. Either way, Elaine signing with Columbia was a huge mistake that is slowly leading to a downfall.